All right, leaders, let's jump right in. Microsoft Copilot is here, and let's be honest, it's changing the game. But all that power brings a whole new set of risks. So today, we're going to break down how you can adopt this incredible AI, not as a liability, but as a secure, strategic advantage that can seriously push your business forward. Now, this is the final part of a 10-part tutorial from Virtualization Options LLC. We're zeroing in on the stuff that really matters to you as a leader, how to get this AI rollout done right, keep it secure, and turn it into a powerhouse for your company. So here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with why this is so urgent right now. Then we'll face the music and look at the new security threats AI brings to the table. From there, it's all about solutions. We'll talk about a smart governance framework, a phased rollout plan, getting the right people in the room, and making sure your strategy stays sharp. First up, why is this conversation happening right now? Well, because AI, like Copilot, is no longer some nice-to-have tech experiment. It's quickly becoming a fundamental part of how business gets done. And listen to this. The push isn't just coming from the top. Microsoft found that a whopping 70% of employees are actively looking for ways to offload tasks to AI. For you, that's a huge signal. Your teams are ready. They want these tools. The real question is, how do you give it to them safely? And the companies that are already doing this, well, they're pulling ahead of the pack. We're talking about real results. They're launching products faster, responding to customers better, making smarter decisions with data, and scaling up their operations without having to scale up their headcount in the same way. That's a massive advantage. Okay, but with all this power comes a totally new kind of risk. The security threats that come with AI are, well, different, and your old school defenses just weren't built to handle what's coming. And here's the heart of the problem. Copilot's magic is that it understands all our messy, unstructured data. You know, the emails, the chats, the Word docs. But that's also its greatest weakness. It's way, way harder to slap security rules on a conversation in Teams than on a nice, clean database. So, first threat on our list, prompt injection. The easiest way to think about this is tricking the AI. An attacker writes a clever prompt that basically fools Copilot into breaking its own rules. Maybe getting it to spit out sensitive data or do something it shouldn't. Next up is data poisoning. Imagine someone sneaking into the library and rewriting pages in all the reference books. That's what this is. Attackers feed bad information into the AI's knowledge base. Then, your team asks a perfectly good question and gets a confident but totally wrong answer back. Not good. Now, model inversion is a bit more high-tech. This is like a digital heist where attackers try to reverse engineer the AI model itself to see the confidential data it was originally trained on. It's a sophisticated attempt to get at your crown jewels. And we have to remember, the bad guys are using AI too. With automated reconnaissance, they can unleash their own AIs to scan your entire network for weak spots, map out where your important data lives, and find the best targets, all at superhuman speed. And finally, there's social engineering on steroids. AI can now craft incredibly convincing phishing emails, personalized for every single employee. They're so good, they're much harder for your people to spot and much more likely to work. Okay, so that's the scary part. How do we fight back without just locking everything down and killing innovation? Well, Microsoft's solution is something they call a zoned governance model. It's all about creating smart guardrails. Let's see how it works. The whole idea is really simple. Not all AI is created equal, right? So the framework is split into 3 zones based on risk. You've got your low-risk stuff in Zone 3, all the way up to your high-risk critical systems in Zone 1. This tiered approach is what lets you move fast without breaking everything. Zone 3 is all about empowerment. Think of it as the sandbox. This is where any employee can safely experiment and build little tools to make their own job easier. You give them templates and automated guardrails, and you unleash a culture of innovation, all within a safe space. Now in Zone 2, partnership is everything. This is for bigger projects, like an HR bot that can answer questions about benefits. The business team has the idea, and IT provides the oversight to make sure it's built securely from day one, especially since it's touching more sensitive data. And finally, Zone 1. This is for the heavy hitters, the mission-critical systems. Think AI that's involved in financial decisions or accessing customer data. The rules here aren't new. It's the same strict IT management and security you'd apply to any of your most important applications today. So now we have the framework. How do we actually put it into practice? Well, the key is a phased rollout. which is exactly how Microsoft deployed it to their own people. The strategy is just plain smart. Start small, learn fast, and then scale. You begin with a small pilot group, maybe your senior leaders, to get really good feedback. Then you expand to a few departments to see how it works for different teams. By the time you go company-wide, you've worked out the kinks and your support is ready to go. And this next part is so important. A successful AI rollout is not just an IT project. I'm going to say that again. It is not just an IT project. You absolutely need a dedicated cross-functional team, a real partnership across the whole business. Think about it. Your team needs all these voices. IT handles the tech, of course, but security has to be there to assess risk. Legal needs to keep you compliant. Your business units are the ones who know the real-world use cases. And you can't forget HR and communications to manage the people side of this change, the training and the messaging.
All right, the last piece of the puzzle. You have to recognize that this is not a set it and forget it kind of deal. AI is moving incredibly fast, and your governance has to keep up.
So long-term success really comes down to a cycle of constant improvement. You need great feedback channels to hear what's happening on the ground. You need to track metrics that actually measure effectiveness, not just check a compliance box. And underpinning it all is a commitment to always be learning, so you stay ahead of new tech and new threats. So let's end with this thought. AI is moving at lightning speed, and your competitors are not sitting around waiting. The question for you isn't if you'll adopt it, it's how. So is your governance framework ready? Not just to manage risk, but to actually unleash innovation? Because the time to figure that out is right now.